I'm sick and tired of seeing the same old worldly things over and over.
I hear so many Christians murmuring about their imperfections and their failures and their addictions and their shortcomings, and I see so little war. Murmur, murmur, murmur. Why am I this way? Make war!
Bang with me, but bang with me. No more playing games, man, cause this thing can get risky. So man, if you in Christ, take up your cross quickly. Feelings on the front line, time to come with it. Ay, do the right thing, wake up and let's get it. I ain't even in the ring, they throwing bows like Riddick. Persistently attacking me, they even in the back of me. You see the fight or lose my life, and I can't take this passively. So what you think I'm about to do? I'm about to do what I can do. Trust the one who got me through and fight like it was after school. Never giving up, steady standing on the battlefield. Feet firm to the ground like I stepped on Chapel Hill. Flesh feeling frisky, sin persuasion tempts me. Satan cheers me on, guilt followed by conviction. It's the same old trap where we fall like we defenseless. Your sentence growing wisdom, stand firm and be relentless. Cause sin never sleeps, it's got me in a trance. You can see it in my dreams. Man, I beat my flesh to the death every breath like I beat my chest. Sun up, sun down.
Now's the time to make war. Every day we should be at war, not accepting the devil's lies, not accepting sin in our lives, not settling for worldliness to dwell in our lives. We need to stand up for what we believe in. Stand firm and never back down. Show the world this is how we're supposed to live. Every day we need to put on Jesus. Before our day even begins, we need to put on the full armor of God and be ready for whatever Satan dishes out. Not just giving in to the temptations like a bunch of wimps, but standing firm in what the Lord tells us to do. He's already given us everything we need and more, and expects us to use it. Use your sword, use your shield. This war is real, this war is intense, this war is unseen. When Satan comes after you, claw him. If your fingernails fall out, kick him. If your leg breaks, bite him. If your teeth fall out, gum him. But don't just give up to his lies. We gotta fight. Don't let him run your life. Don't settle for anything less than holy for what God has planned for your life. James 4:7. Therefore submit to God, resist the devil, and he will flee from you. What's the definition of resist? Look it up. Resist. To withstand, fend off, to oppose, to actively fight against. When Jesus was tempted by Satan in the wilderness, they didn't just sit down and play patty cake. No, they battled. Every time Satan attacked Jesus, he resisted him. He actively fought against him with his sword. What do you mean his sword? What do I mean his sword? I'm talking about the word of God. And then Satan fled from him. And that's what we should be doing, resisting the devil and submitting to God. 2 Timothy 2:3 says, you therefore must endure hardship as a good soldier of Jesus Christ. What did the word say? We are soldiers of Jesus, not wimps, not cowards, but soldiers. And what do soldiers do? They fight. No one entangled in warfare entangles himself with the affairs of this life, that he may please him who enlisted him as a soldier. We can't get caught up in this purposeless, meaningless things in life that entangle us, that hold us down, that trip us from running the race. We can't get caught up in Satan's traps and set our mind on these stupid things. We can't take our eyes off the goal. What do? We set our mind on things above, not on things of this earth. We gotta learn to train our minds, focus our minds on godly things, holy things, daily, every day. 2 Corinthians 10:5. Bringing every thought into captivity to the obedience of Christ. Take every thought that doesn't fit in with Jesus' word, that defiles his commands, every evil, lustful, shameful, sinful, perverted thought, and take it captive. What does Ephesians 6:11 say? I'm glad you asked. It says, put on the whole armor of God, that you may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil. Notice it says stand, not slouch, not back down, not surrender, but stand. But Christians nowadays don't know how to stand. They're so easily persuaded to stand down and not stand. They're too caught up in their emotions and too afraid to offend people. They rather have peace with everyone, including the devil, your enemy. Not cool. But if they read their Bibles, they know that Jesus didn't come here to make peace, but war. Matthew 10:34-36. What does it say? Do not think I came to bring peace on earth. I did not come to bring peace, but a sword. For I have come to set a man against his father, a daughter against her mother, and a daughter-in-law against her mother-in-law. And a man's enemy will be those in his own household. We can't be worried about what our mama thinks, what our daddy thinks, what our auntie thinks, what our grandma thinks. We gotta stand. We gotta make war against Satan, against sin, against everything opposing the word of God. Stand against movies promoting drugs, lust, fornication, adultery, idolatry, filthy language. Not letting that stuff in your mind or in your home. Not putting your money towards it. Helping to promote it. We should really be aware of what our money goes into. Stand against abortion, pornography, homosexualism, pride, drunkenness, sorcery. Stand against letting your little children read Harry Potter books or watching Disney movies that are filled with witchcraft, or letting your little kid or your husband play demonic video games that kill, steal, and destroy. Stand against listening to worldly music. Music that says it's okay to have sex before marriage, that it's okay to cheat on your spouse, that it's okay to smoke weed, to do drugs, to have lots of women, to be a pimp, telling you that money is everything. Stand against divorce. It's not perfectly fine to destroy a bond God established between husband and wife just because you guys aren't getting along, just because you both are selfish. Stand against homosexualism. God didn't make man and man or woman and woman. No, he made man and he made woman. Don't just accept your friend turning gay. Let him know he's in sin, that God says it's an abomination and that he will not enter the kingdom of heaven. Let him know in a loving way. Love him, hate the sin. Can you imagine if every Christian stand against Satan and sin in their lives and against having anything to do with it, instead of blending in with the world and water the gospel down to fit in with the standards of the world and not conform to the ways of this world? Can you imagine the impact the world would have just to see something different? Actually show the world that, hey, these guys really mean business, that they really practice what they preach and they really stand for what they believe in. Can you imagine that?